uh, hi, my name is Okomi.
So this is my first year at Covenant University, architecture at my department, and this video is basically a recap of what happened last semester.
Don't forget to like, subscribe. Okay. Covenant, Covenant, Covenant. Covenant is the best university in Nigeria. I mean, see, it's actually a really great school. Like,
Covenant is a really chill place. Like the environment is quite serene and green, and I just like the way it incorporates nature into the environment. It's quite crazy actually. And then there's so many people I've met, so many different, so many. I don't even want to talk about them, but I've also met a lot of good friends, and to be honest, even though I didn't want to come here now, I really just don't want to leave. There are so many events and opportunities that take place. So many, like it's crazy. On top architecture where they will give us projects. How many projects I will not be able to submit? I mean, we still submit, but after I lose like how many hours of sleep? It's crazy.
and spirituality, the spirituality here is so much, as in a good way. Like, imagine you could just be walking around and praying, and everybody's like, oh, okay, that's normal. Cause like, I don't know, I just love how spiritual school is, and there's so many events going on here and opportunities. Like, Microsoft came to our school, stuff like that. I guess. Well, let's get in the main part. Moving in. First day of CU, God, that place was packed. As in, there were so many cars everywhere. We were like, expect there to be so many people. Like, I never expect, like, everybody just trying to find their way to their halls, and they were just 100 level. Like, one of my friends actually kept a spot on me on the line. Like, there's one long line for registering. And shout out to GBK for keeping a spot for me. Like, that line was too long. I couldn't go to the back. So, it now started raining. Like, it was raining. That was just the worst part. Then we had an umbrella shot. So I got in at the end of the day. I hate roll call. Man, like, that's the worst part of my day. Okay, in case, like, let me just explain. A roll call, it happens every night. It's just to make sure that we're in our halls. It's kind of like a security measure. So we all line up, and there's this biometric machine you scan your fingers on just to show your presence. In fact, there's only like one or two biometric machine devices. It's quite crazy. And imagine like boys, men, just like trying to, to scan their thumb. I mean, I'm not. And the thing about roll calls is that like it's compulsory because our attendance is on the line, right? So when you don't do your roll call, you miss 1 week of attendance. And in Covenant, if you don't have up to 75% attendance, you're not going to write exams. So you're basically kind of at cost. So yeah, chapel, like chapel, like we have chapel twice a week. Clock like 8 on the dot. They lock the doors. So like the way they take chapel is actually quite crazy. And they're like service units. I mean, co-eds, by the way, as in majority.
And then our first week in school was actually orientation week. Like, it was a week, that full week, although it was just 5 days. They just talked to us about how school is meant to work and different stuff. So it was actually one of our chillest weeks, I'm not lying. We had, although we started orientation 8 a.m. every day, which was way too early for me, but it was quite chill. So it was 8 a.m. to around like 5, was it 5? Or like 3 p.m. or so. But they only got 30 minutes break. But it was true. I mean, after that, for the rest of the day, I think I'll just play basketball. Then we had sport orientation though. we had to walk all the way to stadium, also 8 a.m. for some reason on the Saturday. We were also given like a tour for our where we're having our departmental courses. Like in CSC, that's like our college building in science technology. Our floor is literally on the like fourth, like architecture classes are taking place on the fourth floor. That's how so literally have to climb up the stairs every day for classes. And although it's quite chill that like the fourth floor is only for architecture, like only there are studios there, and like the fourth floor is just for architecture, the department. And it's quite stressful.
The computer room, called the computer room, but whatever. Computer room, Mrs. Oni's office, I forgot the actual name, but Mrs. Oni's office, and exhibition room, and like lectures, places, and stuff. Then our studio, of course. We wish like architecture. Architecture, I did not expect, I did not expect architecture to be I thought architecture, I thought it would just be drawing, like just drawing. I didn't know it was that deep. Prepared for it 'cause, like, I don't know, first week, the second day, we were literally we were given our first project, which was to build a portfolio. Like that big bag, this you know, we used to carry our stuff around in. So we're literally only giving 1 week, although they gave us an extra because not many people finished. But we're basically giving 1 week, 2 weeks to do it. And that was like our first day of actual class. So like not only did we have projects for the week, we had also told to he also given our like freehand sketch we were given our 100 drawing assignments. Like basically in our 8 week sketch project, like this big, we were supposed to do 100 drawings and submit it before the end of the semester. That's our exam basically. So like we're giving that those two on the first day, and like bro, like the first day, like literally the first week, which is supposed to be like introduction basically, we're already working on our project. And like, I don't know, architecture is fun, let me not lie. It's fun because like basically it's more of like creativity, right? And effort to put in, but man, it's stress. Like if you want to get good grades, you have good grades, stress. Yes. Also the first week. So we had portfolio, 100 drawings, and cardboard present sorry, cardboard presentation first week. That was quite fun, although I submitted late. And like also we had this project, build a conceptual model. That was late. That was a bit later on. Make a conceptual model of just make a conceptual model of like an architecture idea or something like that. I mean, and then that was like our first group project. We were put into groups. It was quite fun actually. Like obviously first you had to start with the plan, like the design. Like we're first discussing what we choose, and I brought Chuke told me like, okay, let's do like a Phineas and Ferb no, a Phineas and Ferb idea. Like, okay, you know how Phineas said is like triangle. Also, by the way, conceptual model is like basically like the basic model you do just to represent a concept or idea. So it can basically be crazy or anything, and it's not really. It's just to represent an idea, right? So it could basically be an abstract idea. You just have to represent it with a model. So I think it was, but like when we had our next meeting, like it came late. So when we were starting the idea, I was like, okay, let's do this idea, this video, and I drew it out, and they were all laughing, bro. And it made sense. It made sense, sha, but eventually you came up with something like a hexagonal like prism something. Like what's that right now? We were thinking of it like as a what do you call it? This startup, no startups like those stuff those been where they study stars, right? You know that one huge telescope. So like something like that, so and like it came out pretty nice. It came out pretty nice. We had to buy another thing about architecture is how expensive it is because like you have to keep buying. Just imagine we had to buy like cutters, straw board, glue, and all this. And my son little was actually quite expensive. But it was like a good project, so everybody pitched in. And then eventually finished. And came out quite good. Came out quite good. Our last project was making the environmental science again, and we're told to create something that represents SDG goals, like SDG sustainability development goals. basically create something that represents SDG goals, and SDG goals include like recycling, reusing. Try to do like a big, not like big, but like kind of like a big poster. It was quite fun, like working together and like just I don't know, I guess I kind of find group projects fun.
Hi guys, so this is Dende. This is Mira.
My sister on your status.
You know my status is on my YouTube. Hi Toba. Toba say hi. Toba say hi. Yeah. And this is Damage Group. They are picking trash.
We're sustainable.
This is OG. This is Retna. Ah!
This is a fun dancing.
Huh?
What color is this guy?
Now yellow now. Yellow.
When you're ready, you come to the front. Just show our face very well. If you like, put your camera on yourself.
Like wife material. She can pound it. She can pound it.
And I met a lot of different people, and a lot of people, and most of them were like a good influence. Like I really met a bunch of good friends in the school, and like at the end of first, like half of alpha, we had our Caro, and like ours was December. Was ours December 1st? No, it wasn't. I don't know. So it was at the beginning of December, so and it was quite fun actually. It was quite fun. I mean, anyways, thank you for watching my YouTube video. I actually expected it to be longer, and I guess I forgot what to talk about. Oh, thank you, and I just want to thank you for watching. Thank my friends, and I'm just gonna thank my friends for like pushing me on to do this. Um, all the glory belongs to God. I just want to thank God for this, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video.